Them West Coast, they lead that spring. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. They're bringing their best every week. That's been a challenge thus far.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Throwing to start the drive. Ramsey able to get this one to McBride. He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
McCaffrey running up the middle and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
To throw on 3rd down. Ramsey trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 42 yards on the ground for a 9 carries. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, he tried to work his way.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as a tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Looking to throw on second down. Ramsey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Here's Wilson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ramsey can't get away, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
There's a reason it's on linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Wilson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again here. Wilson. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. Charles was trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. On second down, Kamara. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Ramsey. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Ramsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now Wilson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ramsey. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Ramsey. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.